What if the biggest reason you're not hitting your $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 months with your online service business isn't necessarily that you're not getting enough leads, it's rather that you're not taking care of them. In this video, I'm going to take you through a process that can triple your sales without you increasing traffic, charging higher prices, or doing more outreach. It's called lead recycling. Now, to give you a quick idea how powerful this is, I recently joined a 5-figure mastermind. Now, I've gotten incredible value from this, but here's the kicker. It cost them $0 to sign me up because they kept on using the lead recycling method to give me specific solutions for my specific problems. Now, just see how powerful this is. I'm getting a product that I'm getting incredible value from. They got a sale essentially for free just because they used the lead recycling method. They took care of their leads. Now, how does the normal process work if we don't do lead recycling? So usually we have our normal traffic. So DMs, ads, organic, whatever your method is to get traffic. We then push all that traffic into our trust builder. So this could be a YouTube channel, a free course, community, essentially anything where you nurture your clients, where you give them free solutions to their problems. Now, the big thing is 90% of the work is getting them from traffic, from cold eyes, into your ecosystem, into a place where you can show that you are the authority, you have the solution to their problem. Now, if you do this correctly, we usually see around about a 5% conversion to your services, or if you sell a course, consultation, or whatever you do. Now, here's a place where I see a lot of people get it wrong. Now, there are two things that we usually focus on if we want to make more money. We either increase volume. So more DMs, more ads, more organic. Problem is, even if you increase the volume, only a small percentage of people are actually going to get into your trust builder, and even a smaller percentage is actually going to go through with your service or your consultation, whatever your solution is. Now, what's the other solution? Increase your LTV, your lifetime value. So this can be done by increasing your price, or maybe cross-sell, upsell, anything that you can do to increase the value of each client that you have. Now, those are the two big levers that we usually have. We have volume, just push more clients in, or increase the LTV, increase the final value that you get per customer. But there's another item that very few people actually talk about, which is weird because that is where the majority of your money lies. Now, let's get into the whole lead recycling method. How should it work? Now, you're going to DM your prospect. So this could be an actual DM or just a normal conversation. And there are 3 points you have to get right to actually get the person further into your system. Number one, problem identification. In order for you to make a sale, your lead needs to feel that you know exactly what their problem is. And number two, personalize. Let's say two people have the same problem. They want to lose 20 pounds. For a male in his 20s and let's say a female in their 60s, that's the whole personal piece, the problems they already went through, the struggles they already went through is quite vastly different. So we need to make sure that our lead feels that you understand their personal problem, not just the problem itself. And lastly, the solution. They need to feel that you are the authority. You have the solution to their specific problem. Now, if we do everything correctly and they're happy with us, we should see around about a 5% conversion. But that's still only 5%. And with lead recycling, we can increase that up to 15%. Now, just to take one step back, this whole process should be done by a setter. Yes, maybe at the start when you're getting started, you still need to feel around what works, what doesn't. Then we can do it ourselves. But once you build your system, this should be done by a setter. Okay, so what are we going to do about the 95% of people that didn't buy? Remember, these are people who are already in your free trust builder. These are people that want the solution that you provide. They wouldn't be there otherwise. So it's just up to us to actually make the connection so they can see that you have the solution to their problem. Okay, now we're going to do this. So reasons for people not going through with a conversation, whether that's text, that actual conversation, is they could just become busy. Maybe they're going on vacation and they just forget about your conversation. They honestly don't have enough funds right now. Maybe they just honestly forget. They have so many conversations going on at the same time, so you just get lost in the weeds. Maybe they're just so scared to actually make the investment in themselves, to trust themselves. And at the end of the day, if your prospect comes to this point, it means that they have a specific problem that you can solve. So isn't it your obligation to just give them all the information so you can actually get the solution to their problem? Now, what happens so many times is the moment someone falls into one of these categories, people just disappear on a DM or they don't go through with a conversation, we label them as unqualified. And that is a mistake. We should be putting them in the bucket of recycle leads. Okay, so how are we actually going to recycle them? Now, you've already done the work. You've already gotten them into your free trust builder, into your ecosystem. So your next step is to build that authority, to nurture that relationship so they can see you have the solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow up with specific assets. So instead of following up with the normal, hey, Steve, are you still there? Hey, the normal things that makes people feel guilty, that essentially puts you into a position of wanting, we're going to put ourselves in a position of absolute giving. Now, what we can do, for example, is say, hi, X, I see you're busy. Don't worry, I know life happens. Here is Y asset to solve problem Z you were mentioning. So you're going to personalize it. You're going to take the problem that you spoke about and you're going to give him a specific asset, whether that is a template, a YouTube video, a course, anything that solves the problem that he has. Now, just see how much more powerful that is versus the normal, hey, Steve, are you still interested? Following up with specific assets is going to give you incredible goodwill and authority. Or another powerful message is, hey, X, we just helped Y. That's going to be a related prospect that has the same problem, achieve X, so the same goal that your prospect has, and thought it could help you. And then you send a case study. Now they're going to see you help someone that was in the exact same position and had the same problem, and you're going to walk them through the whole process of how you help them. Now just see how powerful this is. For those people who want to buy your services and get to the solution much quicker, wonderful. You're just helping them to make the decision. But for the other people that were never going to buy, you're just helping people. So this is an absolute win-win. And this, of course, should all be done by setters once you've set up this process. Again, as with the previous slide, at the start, I would do it myself just to get a feel for the conversations and how you can structure it. But once you're comfortable with the conversations and you've done a couple yourselves, get a setter in place so you can increase that volume. Now, the reason this is so powerful, and we see the conversion going up from 5 to 15%, that 3 times the sale, is because you get to stay on top of mind without being pushy. Anyone can just follow up the whole time. But how do you do that without getting blocked? How do you do that without putting the other person into a position where they feel guilty? You just provide. You provide specific assets for their problem. And number 2, it builds authority and shows that you have the solution to their problems. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on my Skool Group or on Instagram. So you have all the information now to apply your own lead recycler. So go out there and start earning. Enjoy.